मैडम निर्मला सीतारमन जी का, MOS Finance Shri Anurag Thakur ji ka. Honorable Minister will make her opening remarks and then we will take few questions. Over to the Honorable Finance Minister.
Can you hear me? Good afternoon. I like to state first that the lockdown was announced by the Prime Minister in the intervening night of 24th and 25th, which is Tuesday, Wednesday night, saying that the lockdown commences from 0000 hours of Wednesday, 25th. And the lockdown has been enforced from then. The government has been working so that those affected directly, and particularly the poor, the migrant workers, the women, the disadvantaged of the society, since the lockdown commenced, will have to be reached out with tangible help and assistance. It's only 36 hours since the lockdown has been imposed. And therefore now we have come with a package which will immediately take care of the concerns, the welfare concerns of the poor and suffering workers and those who need immediate help. So the package that we come up with will benefit those migrant workers, those poor, those urban and rural poor, and the women. And this Prime Minister Garib Kalyan scheme that we want to come out with is expected to meet a total of 1,70,000 crores. So I will detail that before you as to what are the ways in which this will benefit. We are looking at both cash transfer as one set of measures, and another set of measures will be food security related. We do not want anyone to remain hungry. So we will be giving enough to take care of their food grains requirement, protein requirement in terms of pulses. On the other hand, they should also not remain without money in hand. So several measures through DBT are being taken so that money reaches them, so that they can have money in their hands. But before all this, I wish to start with a great sense of gratitude for all those frontline warriors who are fighting against coronavirus. It is for them that we want to attend to first, not forgetting the risks that they are putting themselves to in dealing with patients affected by coronavirus. They could be ASHA workers, they could be medical sanitary workers in government hospitals, they could be paramedics, they could be nurses, they could be doctors. In fact, some of them are being referred to gods in white costume. That is the extent to which people today have really started worrying about those who are doing a completely human service and making sure that no coronavirus patient will suffer. For them, we are providing an insurance cover so that in the 3 months that they are exposing themselves to this, hopefully by then it will be contained, the virus. We shall be providing 50 lakhs per person as medical insurance cover. For those warriors, the sanitation workers in government hospitals, the ASHA workers, and all of them, paramedics, nurses, all of them, doctors inclusive, will be given 50 lakhs per person for as medical insurance cover in case they need it. So this will be the first which I want to announce, so that all those who are putting themselves to risks and not even worrying about their personal health considerations, they are attending to coronavirus people. So first I can ask this part be explained by Shri Anurag Thakur in Hindi.
धन्यवाद। छत्तीस घंटों के बाद एक बार फिर आप सबके बीच में जो पहले राहत दी गई कंप्लायंस को लेकर देश भर के छोटे मध्यम और अलग व्यापारियों के लिए कंप्लायंस की राहत दी गई, उसके बाद अब देश के रहने वाले मज़दूर हो, गरीब हो, ऐसे लोग जिनको आज सबसे बड़ी आवश्यकता है, उसके लिए भी जिस तरह से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने प्रधानमंत्री बनने के बाद भी कहा था कि उनकी सरकार गरीब के लिए, मज़दूर के लिए, वंचित के लिए, शोषित के लिए है, और आज के समय जब ये संकट की घड़ी में एक युद्ध स्तर पर लड़ाई लड़ी जा रही है, वहाँ पर सबसे बड़ा प्रभाव अगर गरीब वर्ग पर देखने के लिए मिलता है तो उसको राहत कैसे मिल पाए, चाहे वो अन्न की राहत हो या धन की राहत हो। और अन्न और धन इन दोनों को ही प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण पैकेज का एक रूप बनाकर आप सबके सामने आज पेश करने आए हैं। पहले तो है कि इस जंग को लड़ने के लिए जो हमारे योद्धा हैं स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र के, वो अपनी जान पर खेलकर भी देश के लोगों के हित में काम कर रहे हैं। और सबसे पहले तो ऐसे स्वास्थ्य विभाग के डॉक्टर्स हों, पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ हों, यहाँ तक कि सफाई कर्मचारी से लेकर बाकी सब, इन सब के लिए आशा वर्कर्स हो, पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ हो, टेक्नीशियंस हो, डॉक्टर्स हो, फ्रंट लाइन हमारे जो ये योद्धा हैं, इनके लिए सरकार ने तय किया है कि ये जो अपने समर्पित भाव से और स्वार्थ रहित रहकर देश की सेवा कर रहे हैं, इनके लिए इनके साथ कोई दुर्घटना ना घटे, और ऐसी परिस्थिति में इनके लिए 50 लाख रुपए की एक अमाउंट जो है उस स्कीम के अंतर्गत प्रति व्यक्ति उसके लिए की है। और इससे लगभग 20 लाख ऐसे कर्मचारियों को लाभ मिलेगा जो इस योजना के अंतर्गत आएंगे। और हमारा मानना है कि देश भर के ऐसे सभी स्वास्थ्य कर्मचारियों के लिए, जहां पूरे देश ने कुछ दिन पहले शाम को उनका आभार प्रकट किया था, आज सरकार ने अपनी ओर से कदम दूसरा रखा है ताकि उनके बारे में भी विचार किया जा सके।
I now go to speaking about the two different silos in which I would like to present the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. One is on the food related, and the other, as I said, is on direct benefit transfer. The first one is the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, in which 80 crore poor people, which is 2/3 of our population, and there making sure that not one Garib remains without food. We have now come to say that everyone, each one will get, as per the existing thing, 5 kg of rice or 5 kg of wheat is given to them per month. We are saying over and above that, 5 kgs each month for the next 3 months, whichever they take of wheat or rice, in addition to the 5 kgs they already get, will be given for free. So, per person 5 kg rice or per person 5 kg wheat, where they get already, we shall give another 5 kg for free, and that we shall give for the next 3 months. Besides, we also shall give 1 kg of pulse, whichever pulse is regionally, as it is, people prefer some pulse in some region according to regional preferences. Some areas prefer tuar, some other prefer urad, some other prefer moong. For each one household, 1 kg of the preferred pulse will also be given, dal will also be given. So 5 kg per person for the next 3 months, additional, free, over and above what they get already. And for every household, 1 kg of the choice of pulse in that, usually given in that area, will be given, so that no garib remains without food in his hand. And this is very clearly for the next 3 months. It can be taken as in 2 installments. They can come and take it in 1 installment first, and then they can take the next whenever next time they want it. But over and above what they get, we now give 5 kg in addition to what they get of the cereal, and 1 kg per household, the pulses per household of the region-specific choice of dal. That will be given for the next 3 months.
जैसा कि प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण पैकेज की बात कही गई, ये लगभग 1,70,000 करोड़ रुपए का पैकेज होगा। प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण पैकेज 1,70,000 करोड़ का होगा, और इसमें अगर देखा जाए तो खाद्य सुरक्षा बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है कि कोई भी गरीब इस कारण से परेशान ना हो कि उसके पास खाने के लिए पर्याप्त गेहूं, चावल या दाल ना हो। तो उसके लिए पहला कदम जो उठाया गया है वो प्रधानमंत्री अन्न योजना, इसके माध्यम से 5 किलो गेहूं या चावल ये लगभग 80 करोड़ लाभार्थियों को अगले 3 महीनों तक मिलेगा, और इसमें इनको 1 रुपया भी अपनी तरफ से नहीं देना है। ये अतिरिक्त लाभ इनको दिया गया है। ऐसे 80 करोड़ लाभार्थी जिनको 5 किलो गेहूं या चावल अगले 3 महीने तक ये लगातार मिलेगा, अतिरिक्त मिलेगा जो उनको मिलता है उससे ज़्यादा। और ये जो पीडीएस के सिस्टम के माध्यम से मिलता है उसके अलग से ये देने हैं। और इसके अलावा जो दाल इनको मिले तो 1 किलो दाल का प्रावधान भी परिवार के लिए किया गया है, और ये भी अगले 3 महीनों तक लगातार मिलती रहेगी। ये भी अपने क्षेत्र के अनुसार जिस तरह की दाल वो चाहते हैं वो उपलब्ध करवाने का सरकार का प्रयास रहेगा, ताकि उनकी मांग के अनुसार ही वो उनको मिल सके। तो गेहूं चावल के साथ साथ दाल भी मिलेगी, और ये 1,70,000 करोड़ के जो पीएम गरीब कल्याण पैकेज है उसका हिस्से का एक पार्ट ये भी है।
Now I move over to the cash transfers. Just for your convenience, under the cash transfer, which is largely based on DBT, there are 8 specific announcements being made. And for your benefit, in the sense so that it is easy for you to notice, which are the sections we are touching. We are touching the farmer. 1, I'll tell you the details. We are touching the Manrega, which is the 2nd. 3rd will be widows, poor pensioners, and poor Divyang. That will be my 3rd. Then we will be talking about the Jan Dhan Yojana related women who have Jan Dhan Yojana accounts. Then we are talking of, together with that, I like to also talk about women and householders who receive benefits under the Ujjwala scheme. So that will be getting covered. You're also going to be having something said for the self-help group women who particularly are dealing with National Rural Livelihood Missions, Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Livelihood Mission. So women in the SHG groups. then you're talking about organized sector workers who are essentially through the EPFO. So I'll be telling something for them. Then we'll also be talking about construction workers. And lastly, we will be talking something about the district mineral fund also. So I go to the first one, farmers. Farmers, you know, they receive 6,000 rupees annually from the PM Kisan Yojana, Kisan Samman Nidhi, through which they get their annual 6,000 rupees. We will now be giving the first installment of that as a front-loaded matter so that even at the beginning of the year, they will get 2,000 rupees. This will benefit immediately 8.69 crore farmers, 8.69 crore farmers will get immediate benefit out of this.
जहां मैंने पहले प्रधानमंत्री अन्न योजना की बात कही, अब मैं अन्नदाता के बारे में कुछ कहना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि देश के 130 करोड़ लोगों के पेट भरने के लिए अन्नदाता दिन रात पसीना बहाते हैं और उनको इस कठिन समय में परेशानी ना हो, इसलिए माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के आशीर्वाद से अप्रैल में पहले ही हफ्ते में, यानी कि आज से कुछ दिनों में, उनके खाते में 2,000 रुपये की किस्त डाल दी जाएगी और ये लगभग 8 करोड़ 70 लाख किसानों को इसका लाभ मिलेगा। देश के 8 करोड़ 70 लाख किसानों को 2,000 रुपये की किस्त अप्रैल के पहले हफ्ते में उनके खाते में डाल दी जाएगी ताकि अन्नदाता को सम्मान मिल सके और ये पैसा उनके खाते में ट्रांसफ़र कर दिया जाएगा।
The next one is about Manrega. We announce a wage increase in Manrega. This will benefit five crore families, and the wage rate being increased will result in 2,000 rupees per worker. So 182 rupees is being increased to 202, and as a result we expect 2,000 rupees per worker will be the additional income he would get, and this will benefit 5 crore families. Of course, in this lockdown period and post that, even for field activities, the local district commissioners are empowered to exempt for agricultural work or something, depending on how they play it, with social distancing norms being respected. Where there is work, they can always do it. But matter of fact, this increase is now being given, and this shall continue.
अन्नदाता के बाद मजदूरी पर आना चाहूँगा। ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में मनरेगा के माध्यम से जो लोग अपने परिवार का पालन पोषण करते हैं, उनको लाभ कैसे मिले, इनके लिए दिहाड़ी भी बढ़ाकर 182 रुपये से बढ़ाकर 202 रुपये कर दी गई है। और लगभग 5 करोड़ लोग ऐसे जो अपने परिवारों को, लगभग 20 करोड़ लोगों के लिए वो मजदूरी करके कुछ ना कुछ करते हैं, उन 5 करोड़ लोगों के लिए जब ये दिहाड़ी बढ़ेगी तो उसका लाभ भी उनको मिलेगा और लगभग 2,000 रुपये का उनकी आय में वृद्धि होगी।
The next category is old-aged people who are over 60 years of age, widows, and also the disabled, that is Divyang. We are giving them an ex gratia amount, which is a one-time amount of 1,000 rupees, and this shall be given in 2 installments over the next 3 months. And this is an ex gratia one time, and this is expected to benefit 3 crore senior citizens, poor senior citizens, 3 crores in total, poor senior citizens, poor widows, and poor among the Divyang and disabled.
जिस तरह से मैंने मनरेगा के बारे में अभी आपसे कहा, अब एक और गरीब श्रेणी में वृद्ध भी आते हैं, विधवा भी आती हैं और दिव्यांग भी आते हैं। इनको इस कठिन समय में दिक्कत ना हो तो 1,000 रुपया एडिशनल, यानी कि अतिरिक्त 1,000 रुपया इनको मिलेगा अगले 3 महीने में। 2 किश्तों में ये उपलब्ध होगा और लगभग 3 करोड़ वृद्ध, विधवा और दिव्यांग इनको इसका लाभ मिलेगा। और ये सारा का सारा पैसा डायरेक्ट बेनिफिशियरीज ट्रांसफ़र के माध्यम से, डीबीटी के माध्यम से उनके खाते में जाएगा, ताकि बीच में से कोई भी इन वृद्ध, विधवा, दिव्यांग इनके हक को ना मार सके। और पहले की भी जो कहा गया मनरेगा की बात हो या पीएम किसान की बात हो या वृद्ध, विधवा, दिव्यांग की बात हो, ये सारा का सारा पैसा डीबीटी के माध्यम से उनके खातों में जाएगा ताकि सीधा उनको लाभ मिल सके।
We now talk about the 20 crore women Jan Dhan account holders. Women Jan Dhan account holders will be getting an ex gratia amount of 500 rupees per month for the next 3 months, so that they will be able to run the affairs of their household during this period of disruption. So this would benefit 20 crore women who are Jan Dhan account holders. They will get a 500 rupee per month for the next 3 months.
मातृशक्ति के लिए, देश की हमारी महिलाओं और बहनों के लिए, जिनका प्रधानमंत्री जनधन योजना में खाता है, ऐसे लगभग 20.5 करोड़ महिलाओं के खाते में अगले 3 महीने तक 500 रुपया प्रति माह उनके खाते में ट्रांसफ़र किया जाएगा, ताकि इस कठिन समय में, कोरोना वायरस से लड़ने वाली जंग के समय में देश की माताओं और बहनों के साथ हम लोग खड़े हों और उनके खाते में सीधा डीबीटी के माध्यम से पैसा ट्रांसफ़र किया जाएगा। लगभग 500 रुपया प्रति माह अगले 3 महीने तक उनके खातों में डाला जाएगा।
I'd like to remind the next item is related to Ujjwala, the scheme through which we gave, under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, gas cylinders to poorest of the poor who couldn't even have the right to have clean cooking medium. So for them, nearly 8 crore of BPL families who were having kitchens full of smoke, Ujjwala scheme benefited them by getting gas cylinders to their houses. Now for those Ujjwala scheme women, so that they don't run short of cooking medium during this period where there is disruption, for the 3 months they will be given free cylinders. For the 3 months where we think because of the disruption there would be problem, they will be provided free cylinders, and this is expected to benefit 8.3 crore BPL families.
जहां देश में गरीब परिवार की महिला कभी सपना भी नहीं लेती थी कि उसके पास रसोई गैस का सिलेंडर होगा, धुएं से उसको परेशान होना पड़ता था, लकड़ी इकट्ठी करनी पड़ती थी। पहले 8 करोड़ महिलाओं को रसोई गैस सिलेंडर उपलब्ध आदरणीय मोदी जी ने करवाया। और जब ये हमारी मातृशक्ति माताएं बहनें कोरोना वायरस के खिलाफ जंग लड़ रही हैं, तो उनको चिंता मुक्त करना हमारी पहली प्राथमिकता बन जाती है। एक और उनके खाते में 3 महीनों तक लगातार 500 रुपये हम डालेंगे। मनरेगा में उनको लाभ मिलेगा, दिहाड़ी बढ़ा दी है। अब रसोई गैस का सिलेंडर के लिए उनको दिक्कत ना हो, तो अगले 3 महीने तक ऐसी 8 करोड़ से ज़्यादा महिलाओं को जिनको उज्ज्वला योजना में रसोई गैस का सिलेंडर मिला था, उनको मुफ्त में अगले 3 महीने तक रसोई गैस के सिलेंडर मिलते रहेंगे। ना उनको अन्न की चिंता होगी, ना गैस की चिंता होगी, और ना ही खाते में पैसा खत्म हो जाए इसकी चिंता होगी, क्योंकि उसमें भी पैसा डालने का काम मोदी सरकार ने किया है। तो अन्न, धन और गैस, यहाँ तक की चिंता सारी की सारी मोदी जी ने देखी है, और स्वास्थ्य को लेकर उन्होंने पिछले कल ही घोषणा की है।
The next in the PM Garib Kalyan Yojana, with which we are coming with these announcements, is the women SHG groups, the self-help groups. This shall have an impact on 7 crore households through 63 lakh SHGs which are there in this country. There are 63 lakh SHGs which benefit 7 crore households. My next announcement is for them. And what exists now is that under the Deen Dayal Yojana National Rural Livelihood Mission, they get up to 10 lakhs collateral-free loans. We now want to double that to 20 lakhs. So collateral-free loan now will be given to them up to 20 lakhs and not 10 lakhs. It's now doubled. This shall immediately benefit all these SHG women and therefore have an impact on the 7 crore households. So money in hand without worries about collateral.
अब मैं स्वयं सहायता समूह, जिसको हम सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप भी कहते हैं, ऐसे 63 स्वयं सहायता समूह जो इस देश में काम कर रहे हैं और लगभग देश के 7 करोड़ परिवार इससे जुड़े हुए हैं, इन परिवारों के लिए, या मैं कहूँ इस 63 लाख स्वयं सहायता समूह के लिए, जो NRLM के माध्यम से 10 लाख रुपया मिलता था कि आपको कोलेट्रल नहीं देनी पड़ती थी, यानी कि अपनी कोई संपत्ति नहीं देनी पड़ती थी, गारंटी नहीं देनी पड़ती थी, कोई कीमती चीज़ बैंक को नहीं देनी पड़ती थी, वो जो 10 लाख आपको मिलता था वो उसकी बजाय 20 लाख मिलेगा, ताकि इस कठिन समय में भी आप और काम कर सके, क्योंकि बहुत सारे अवसर नीचे जब पैदा होंगे तो उसके लिए धन का अभाव ना हो। तो ये भी आपके लिए यहाँ पर प्रावधान किया गया है। और जब हम ये कहते हैं कि 7 करोड़ लोग या 7 करोड़ परिवार इससे जुड़े हुए हैं, तो आप कल्पना कीजिए कि उन 7 करोड़ परिवारों के 35 करोड़ लोगों को इसका लाभ मिलता है। अगर 20 करोड़ बैंक खातों में पैसा डाला जाता है तो 100 करोड़ लोगों तक उसका लाभ मिलता है। अगर 8 करोड़ बहनों को रसोई गैस का सिलेंडर दिया जाता है तो 35 से 40 करोड़ लोगों को इसका लाभ मिलता है। इसलिए ये बहनों तक इसका लाभ मिले और इसको और फल मिले, इसका प्रावधान किया गया है।
The next step is about attending to the organized sector under the PM Garib Kalyan Yojana, with which we are coming. And under the organized sector, I'm announcing 2 different things. One is about their provident fund, and the other is some money in their hand, their own money, but their some withdrawal related limits. So the first announcement for the organized sector under the PM Garib Kalyan Yojana is that Government of India will pay the EPF contribution, both of the employer and employee, which is 12% each, 12% for the employer, 12% for the employee, put together 24%. That will be paid for the next 3 months by Government of India, so that nobody suffers because the EPF contribution has lost the continuity, and as a result there could be a lot more difficulties. So 12 plus 12, the 24% contribution which has to go into the EPF account of the employee will be borne by Government of India for the next 3 months. And this is, please, this is important, this is for all those establishments which have up to 100 employees and 90% of whom are such employees earning less than 15,000 rupees a month. I'll repeat that. Government of India will contribute the 12 plus 12, which is the employee and employer contribution, 12 plus 12, leading to 24% total. Government of India will contribute that EPFO of 20% money, the pension provident fund contribution. So the 24% will be paid by Government of India for the next 3 months for those establishments which have up to 100 employees. And from those 100 employees, 90% of who draw less than 15,000 rupees per month as salary, as wage. That's the first of the announcement for the organized sector. The second of the announcement for the organized sector relates to their own money. That's not government giving money, their own money. What may benefit 80 lakh employees and incentivize 4 lakh establishments, and this will be enabling people so that without disruption they can continue. The announcement about, the second announcement about their own money is the Provident Fund Scheme regulations will be amended. The EPFO schemes regulation will be amended because of the pandemic situation which is prevailing, and that being the reason the amendment will happen to allow non-refundable advance of 75% of the amount standing to the credit of a member or 3 months of wages, whichever is lower. I repeat my second announcement for the organized sector. This relates to their own fund which lies in the EPFO. Government of India is ready now to amend the regulation which governs this EPF scheme so that because of the pandemic situation which is prevailing, the regulation will be amended so that workers can draw up to 75% from that fund for their contingency expenditure. This is non-refundable advance, which they will be allowed to take 75%, or 3 months' wages, whichever is the lower. This I expect, this particular announcement I expect will benefit 4.8 crore workers who are registered with the EPF and therefore will be in a position to withdraw the money.
संगठित क्षेत्र के मजदूरों के लिए जो नौकरी करने वाले हैं या नौकरी देने वाले हैं, इन दोनों के लिए ही, और वो संस्थान जहां पर 100 से कम एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं उनके लिए जो 15,000 रुपये से कम महीने का वेतन पाते हैं, ऐसे जहां 90% से कम एम्प्लॉयज़ होंगे जहां पर जो 15,000 से कम वेतन पाते हैं, और जिस संस्थान के 100 से कम एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं उनके लिए सरकार मदद करने के लिए आगे आई है कि नौकरी करने वाले का 12% जो हिस्सा है वो भी सरकार डालेगी और नौकरी देने वाले का 12% हिस्सा भी सरकार डालेगी। तो कुल मिलाकर दोनों का शेयर 24% बनता है। ये सरकार अगले 3 महीने तक ये जारी रखेगी और इसमें लगभग संगठित क्षेत्र के 80 लाख से ज़्यादा ऐसे मज़दूरों को और 4 लाख से ज़्यादा ऐसी संस्थाओं को लाभ मिल पाएगा। 4 लाख से ज़्यादा संस्थाओं को, 80 लाख से ज़्यादा मज़दूरों को उनके अपना 12% जो उन्होंने मज़दूर के नाते ईपीएफ कटवाना था वो भी, और जो कंपनी ने जमा कराना था वो भी संस्थान का सरकार देगी। इसके अलावा ईपीएफ स्कीम्स की जो रेगुलेशंस हैं उसमें भी इस महामारी को देखते हुए बदलाव करने का विचार, ताकि जो नॉन रिफंडेबल एडवांस होता था 75% तक, जो उनका क्रेडिट, जो उनका पैसा उसमें था उसके सामने 75% तक, या फिर 3 महीने तक का जो वेतन है उस तक का जो भी कम होगा उसके अनुसार वो निकाल सकें, ऐसा भी हमने निर्णय लिया है। और इससे लगभग 4 करोड़ 80 लाख मज़दूरों को फ़ायदा मिलेगा जो ईपीएफ के अंतर्गत रजिस्टर्ड भी हैं और बेनिफिट भी लेते हैं, और वो अपना पैसा भी विड्रॉ कर सकते हैं। ऐसा प्रावधान उसमें करने को दिया जाएगा, यानी कि 3 महीने का वेतन उससे कम या फिर 75% जो क्रेडिट अवेलेबल उनके है उतना वो निकाल सकते हैं।
The next one, the last two that I have to announce is one on the construction workers, and the next one is the mineral welfare, fund, district mineral fund. On the construction workers, you are aware that by a central government act, there is a welfare fund for the building and other construction workers' welfare. That's a central government act. It has about 31,000 crores of rupees in it and has about 3.5 crore registered workers. We intend to give directions to the state governments to utilize this fund to provide assistance and support to those workers in the construction and building sectors to protect them against any economic disruption. Obviously, because of the way in which we have taken a call to contain the coronavirus with a lockdown so that people stay at home, stay safe, and they don't expose them to the risk, there is a lockdown. As a result, many building and construction workers may be feeling the impact because their work has come to a halt. So, using this welfare fund for building and construction workers, which is as per a central government's act, and utilizing that money which is available in it, which is about 31,000 crores, we want the registered 3.5 crore building and construction workers to benefit from it, and therefore we will be giving directions to the state governments to ensure that that fund can be utilized for helping those who are facing economic disruption as a result of this particular lockdown.
राष्ट्र निर्माण में भवन निर्माण हो या बाकी निर्माण कार्य में लगे मजदूरों का एक बहुत बड़ा रोल रहता है, और ये भूमिका उनकी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है राष्ट्र निर्माण में। जो अलग अलग बिल्डिंग्स बनती हैं, सड़कें बनती, बाकी सब तैयारियां होती हैं, इसके लिए बिल्डिंग एंड अदर कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर्स वेलफेयर फंड ये होता है, और इसमें भी लगभग 3.5 करोड़ जो रजिस्टर्ड मजदूर हैं उनके लिए लगभग 31,000 करोड़ का फंड उपलब्ध है। और राज्य की सरकारों को निर्देश दिए गए हैं कि कोरोना वायरस के खिलाफ लड़ने वाली जंग में जो आर्थिक व्यवधान पैदा हुए हैं, इकोनॉमिक डिसरप्शन जो आई है, उसके चलते हुए ये 31,000 करोड़ के फंड का सदुपयोग किया जाए इन गरीब मजदूरों के लिए जो निर्माण कार्य के क्षेत्र में लगे हैं, ताकि इस पैसे का लाभ उनकी ओर हो सके।
The last announcement relates to utilizing the district mineral fund. We will request the state governments to utilize the funds which are available under the district mineral fund for supplementing and augmenting all kinds of medical testing activities, screening activities, and also other requirements which are so necessary now to fight the coronavirus and from preventing its spread. We are requesting the state governments to use the district mineral fund which is available at the district level, so that medical screening, medical testing, and also providing of health attention will not suffer. So that is my last announcement. I like to repeat that we are now talking about Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan welfare related announcements today wherein I have very clearly upfront stated that we are making an announcement which involves 1,70,000 crores, so that in the coming 3 months, people don't remain hungry, food and food related, and money in their hand is required. Therefore, cash transfers through DBT have been announced today. Thank you.
आखिरी बिंदु जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट मिनरल फंड को लेकर है, राज्य की सरकारों के पास ये धन उपलब्ध रहता है और ये डिस्ट्रिक्ट मिनरल फंड का उपयोग जांच के लिए, स्वास्थ्य जांच के लिए, उपचार के लिए, दवाइयों के लिए इस्तेमाल हो सके, इसके लिए भी इसका उपयोग करना चाहिए ताकि इस महामारी के खिलाफ ये जो जंग हम लड़ रहे हैं इसमें सफलता मिल पाए। और कुल मिलाकर ये प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण पैकेज जो 1,70,000 करोड़ से ज़्यादा का आज घोषणा की गई है, इसके माध्यम से अन्नदाता हो, मजदूर हो, गरीब हो, वृद्ध हो, विधवा हो, दिव्यांग हो, समाज का वो पिछड़ा, वंचित, शोषित, उस सब के लिए आज ये कदम उठाए गए जिसकी चिंता मीडिया ने और सोशल मीडिया पर देश के लोगों ने की थी। और मैं एक बार फिर कहना चाहता हूँ, गरीब को मद्देनज़र रखते हुए जो सरकार ने पहले दिन से NDA 1 ने काम करना शुरू किया था, बहुत सारी योजनाएं गरीबों के हित में लाई गई। आज इस महामारी के चलते भी माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की इस इकोनॉमिक रिस्पांस टास्क फोर्स ने जो निर्णय लिए हैं वो गरीबों के हित में पहले लिए, ताकि कोई गरीब देश में भूखा ना हो, किसी के खाता खाली ना हो, किसी की अन्न की थाली खाली ना हो, स्वास्थ्य की सुविधाएं भी मिले, अनाज भी पर्याप्त मिले, ना पैसे की कमी आए, ना खाने की कमी आए। और इन्हीं कदमों को लेकर हर माँ बहन के घर परिवार से लेकर उसके बैंक खाते से लेकर उसके काम काज तक की चिंता की गई। यही प्रयास हैं कि इस जंग के खिलाफ दृढ़ इच्छा शक्ति के साथ हम सबको मिलकर लड़ना होगा। मीडिया ने भी हमारा इसमें सहयोग किया है, एक सकारात्मक वातावरण देश भर में बनाने के लिए। इसके लिए मैं आपका बहुत बहुत आभार प्रकट करना चाहूँगा।
मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा इतना डिटेल्ड और स्पष्ट पैकेज के अनाउंसमेंट के लिए। मैडम, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग की वजह से कुछ क्वेश्चन हमने ऑनलाइन भी लिए हैं और अपने साथियों से भी क्वेश्चन लेंगे। सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन ये है, व्हेन डू दीज अनाउंसमेंट्स कम इनटू इफेक्ट?
Well, I would think it's immediate. We've made an announcement. So from 1st April, whoever has got to get the money as per routine will get it. But we've announced it today, so I would think it's immediate.
Another related question, ma'am. Is this the final package or more measures are expected?
Well, we've immediately responded within 36 hours of the lockdown. We do not, and this is first to reach out to those people who are most requiring of such kind of measures. The poor, the old age citizens, the divyang, the widows, and the farmers, and so on. So we made sure the poorest of the poor who need this supplementary support are reached out first. As things develop, we'll come back.
Number 13, please.
Ma'am, Timsi from CNBC TV 18. Definitely, it's a very comprehensive package impacting the most vulnerable, which are facing the hardships today. But where is this money coming from, this 1.70 lakh crore rupees? Is this redeployment of certain existing schemes, or this is a fresh money that has been pumped in the economy? What will be the fiscal impact, and how do you deal with the hardships of SMEs and MSMEs, because they are unable to operate, they are unable to open their business places, be it the shopkeepers who were selling textiles, who were selling plastic goods, etc., because their model of working is that they used to take a personal loan to generate business income, and through that business income they used to then take a home loan to have a house. How will they operate? What is in the mind of the government to deal with such vulnerable class as well?
मैम, मैं इसी के साथ रिलेट जो ऑनलाइन क्वेश्चन है, एनी रिलैक्सेशन ऑन EMIs, NPAs recognized?
We have first come with, as I said, to reach the food to the poorest of poor, to reach money in the hands of those who need it immediately, so that They are not going to be sitting and wondering how they can feed their children and the family immediately. That is why we've even extended the cooking gas facility for total free to those people who may get the grains, but do they have the means to buy the fuel to cook it? So at this moment, we are looking at, from the point of view of Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan, to reach out to the poorest of the poor so that they don't starve for food. They don't have worries about, I don't have money in case I want to buy some small things for the household. So today's measures are very clearly aimed at reaching out with food and money that they need to have in their hands. We will obviously think about the other things.
41. It has been announced, I think it has been made clear. The government is making certain provisions there. Let next question come from 41.
Hi, ma'am. This is Aftab from Reuters, ma'am. Ma'am, just wanted to understand the fiscal impact of this in the coming year, and would also want to understand that would this be money, that additional money, whatever would be budgeted for next year, would it be borrowed from the market?
Well, at this stage, I'm more concerned about reaching out to those who need the help. And as I said today, earlier I had spoken about the compliance requirements of companies and also those taxpayers, so that deadlines are not crossed, legal issues don't crop up because of crossing deadlines. And because it was March end, we had to come up with that as the first announcement. And immediately after that, we came up because to contain the virus, we needed to have the lockdown. After the lockdown has been announced, the disruption and because of that, the consequences which the poorest of the poor face, we've come within 36 hours today with the welfare schemes. So I will gradually address if there is more to attend to.
155.
Ma'am, I'm Ashutosh from Sputnik News. Ma'am, while the steps that have been announced today will definitely be of a lot of help to a large section of migrant laborers and all, my question is relating to some of the macroeconomic sectors such as aviation, hospitality and tourism. These sectors are also facing a lot of problems. So first, will there be another package, relief package for these sectors? Also, despite the call from Prime Minister, there had been instances where some of the aviation companies have sent their employees on a leave without pay. Also, there are concerns on how people who may not be getting the salaries, how will they be paying the home loan EMIs for the next month?
I thought I've answered that question already when Tim C asked me.
I will move to the next question. What about cash transfer to those who do not have bank accounts, ma'am?
Who do not have bank accounts? In which category? I thought Jan Dhan Yojana, as many have been covered. But if there are any such which the media comes across, do let us know. We'll certainly take that on board as well.
Thank you, ma'am. 1414.
मैम, जैसे कि डीबीटी में ट्रांसफ़र किया जाएगा तो उससे बैंकों पर लोड बढ़ेगा और वहाँ पर लोग पहुँचेंगे बड़ी तादाद में, तो क्या ऐसी कोई व्यवस्था की जा रही है कि बैंकों में सोशल डिस्टेंस जो है वो मेंटेन किया जा सके?
अच्छा प्रश्न आपने पूछा. We are already conscious of the impact this will have on the banks. And that is why, if you had seen the Home Ministry's notification, many exceptions to the rule has been made, and therefore essential services have been announced. Banks and bank branches, ATMs, Bank Mitra, which is the bank correspondence, the RuPay card and its operations, similarly the branches, are all now under the exceptions category during the lockdown, meaning they are all exempted from being locked down. They are all now expected as essential services to continue their work. So, yes, I understand this will result in a lot of pressure on banking. Banking secretary is also here. We have made a provision so that bank branches can operate. People have been given, as much as I know, nearly 80% of all the Jan Dhan account holders have been given RuPay cards. They can use their cards, and all ATMs are now going to be operated. I have announced it 2 days ago that you can use any card of any bank in any other bank's ATM also without additional charge. So you can draw the money using the RuPay card, or when the Bank Mitra goes to the households, he can pay them also. So we are keeping all those necessary banking related operations as essential services, and they are available.
116.
Thank you, Dattalia sir, for giving me a chance to ask a question. I've been waiting for it for a very long time. Ma'am, I just wanted to check with you, in absence of a scientific answer or a vaccine to coronavirus, how long will any kind of monetary and fiscal support really take the economies of the world far? The industry has been waiting also for an economic package of sorts from you. Today you reached out to the poorest of the poor, the BPL families. When can we expect an answer for India Inc. as well? The manufacturing facilities for them also have been closed for about 21 days, and that is also going to have an impact on GDP.
We'll come back when there is something ready for you.
156.
मैम मैं शैलेश यादव हूँ A9 न्यूज़ एजेंसी से। एक तो जो सबसे बड़ा सवाल उठ रहा था वर्कर्स के लिए, आपने उसके लिए 1,70,000 करोड़ का पैकेज आपने अनाउंस कर दिया। इंडस्ट्री के लिए भी कुछ पैकेज पे वर्कआउट हो रहा है, जैसा कि आपने पहले भी बोला था, तो उसका अमाउंट क्या होगा? एक और दूसरा मैम, EMI को लेकर जो एक सवाल उठता है लोगों को, आपने वर्कर्स को इतना सारा दे दिया, जो घरों पे बैठे हुए हैं, जिनकी सैलरीज रुक रही हैं, उनके लिए EMIs में कोई रिलैक्सेशन होगा? और एक और मैम, 31 तारीख लास्ट डेडलाइन है इनका BS4 व्हीकल्स का, उसके लिए भी कोई क्या रिलैक्सेशन होगा, क्योंकि 7,000 करोड़ की इन्वेंट्रीज पड़ी हुई है?
ठीक है, आप जो कह रहे हैं वो सब सच है, ठीक है। आज हम ये वेलफेयर इसीलिए पहला प्रायोरिटी से ले आ रहे हैं क्योंकि गरीब का उनके घर में कुछ अन्न रहे और उनके हाथों में पैसा होना चाहिए। इसीलिए आज का घोषणा पूरे के पूरे गरीब कल्याण के लिए ही है। बाकी सब विषयों को तो हम अध्ययन कर रहे हैं, हम आएंगे।
Number 8.
మ్యామ్ ఐ లాస్ట్ ఇన్ తెలుగు రైతులకి సంబంధించిన విషయంలో ఆక్వా రైతులు చాలా ఇబ్బంది పడుతున్నారు. వాళ్ళకి సంబంధించిన విషయాల్లో కూడా ఇప్పటికీ ప్రభుత్వం మినహాయింపులు ఇచ్చినా కానీ స్థానికంగా వాటి మీద ఎటువంటి చర్యలు లేవు, కానీ కనీసం వాటిని సేవ్ చేసేందుకు కూడా అవకాశం లేదు. వాటి విషయంలో ఏం చేయబోతున్నారు అనేది అడుగుతున్నాను.
మొన్న మేము అనౌన్స్ చేసినది రైతులు పర్టికులర్లీ ఈ కోస్టల్ అక్వా కల్చర్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళ కోసమే అనౌన్స్ చేసాము. వాళ్ళు ఇంపోర్ట్ చేయడానికి బ్రూట్
తీసుకురావడానికి ఇబ్బంది ఉంటే దాంట్లో కూడా బ్రూట్ స్టాక్ శానిటరీ ఇంపోర్ట్ పర్మిట్స్ని కూడా ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేశాం. అందువల్ల ఇంప్లిమెంట్ అవ్వట్లేదని మీరు చెప్పేది బట్టి నేను డెఫినెట్గా ఆ జిల్లాల్లో పర్టికులర్లీ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ గురించి మీరు తెలుగులో అడుగుతున్నారు కాబట్టి
పర్సనలీ నేనే మాట్లాడతాను. అక్కడ ఏ రకంగా కూడా ఆటంకం లేకుండా ఈ అక్వా ప్రోడక్ట్స్ని ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ చేసేవాళ్ళు లేకపోతే దాంట్లో ప్రొడక్షన్లో ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయిన వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా మేము చాలా రియాయితీలు ఇస్తున్నాం. అది వాళ్ళకు చేరుకోవాలి. నేను ప్రతి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కలెక్టర్ తోటి మాట్లాడటానికి షెడ్యూల్ ఉంది, నేను మాట్లాడతాను.
153.
नमस्कार, मैं अजय मिश्र हूँ दूरदर्शन से। बहुत अभिवादन आपका और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद 80 करोड़ गरीब जनता की तरफ से। मेरा सवाल ये है कि जो आपने गेहूं, चावल और दाल की बात की है, 5-5 किलो तो सभी लोगों को मिलता है। उसके अलावा आपने कहा 5 किलो गेहूं या 5 किलो चावल, ये प्रति व्यक्ति है, प्रति महीने है, और एक परिवार को 1 किलो दाल प्रति महीने है। क्या ये सही है?
हाँ जी, क्योंकि PDS का ऑपरेटिव सिस्टम ही वैसे ही चलता है। प्रति व्यक्ति के लिए 5 किलो, नॉर्थ इंडिया में ज़्यादातर गेहूं, साउथ इंडिया में ज़्यादातर चावल, ईस्ट इंडिया में भी। इसीलिए गेहूं और चावल बोल रही हूँ मैं, क्योंकि दोनों में से एक PDS के द्वारा मिलता है। आप चावल या गेहूं ले लो, उसमें पर व्यक्ति का 5 kg पर महीना। मगर जब दाल के बारे में बात कर रही हूं 1 kg पर हाउस होल्ड बोल रही हूं, पर कार्ड मान लीजिए, पर कार्ड पीडीएस
डिस्ट्रिक्ट मिनरल फंड में कितना पैसा है मैम?
जी,
डिस्ट्रिक्ट मिनरल फंड में कितना पैसा है?
डिस्ट्रिक्ट मिनरल में कितना पैसा है? यू वांट टू से दैट? यू कैन से
Approximately 25,000.
थैंक यू सर।
Please wait. देखिए, everything has been clarified. 33. Next question.
मैम समीर दीक्षित जी बिजनेस से दो चीज़ें हैं, जैसा कि पूछा गया कि एविएशन या टूरिज्म सेक्टर को लेकर के एविएशन में ये लगातार आ रहा है कि सैलरी कट है, जॉब कट का इंडिकेशन लगातार समझ में आ रहा है, तो क्या इसके लिए सरकार अगले हफ्ते या जल्द ही कोई भी राहत पैकेज ले सकती है? गंभीरता से विचार कर रही है। और दूसरा जो इंश्योरेंस कवर 50 लाख का है, इसके और डिटेल्स क्या हैं, ये किस तरीके से कवर किया जाएगा, कौन कौन इसके दायरे में आएगा, और क्या इसके लिए सिर्फ LIC को ही नियुक्त किया जाएगा जो इंश्योरेंस कवर मुहैया कराएगी?
नहीं, वो विवरण सब आपके प्रेस रिलीज में आपको मिलेगा, डिटेल्स पूरे विवरण के साथ आपको प्रेस रिलीज में मिलेगा।
Number 9.
Ma'am, this is Dipankar from PTI. I just wanted to understand from you for the food subsidy, food part, how much you have allocated, and for the DBT transfer, how much is out of 1.70 lakh crore. And ma'am, since banking industry would be under tremendous pressure, and you have set a deadline of mega merger of April 1, so will you consider deferring that deadline as well?
At the moment, there isn't anything. Will banking secretary want to speak about it?
Can you just repeat your question, Dipankar?
And other measures undertaken by the government to mitigate the hardship due to coronavirus. So will you consider deferring the deadline for mega merger that has been set by the cabinet, which is April 1? So that was
No, that is very much on the track, and that's a parallel activity going on. As far as the fund transfers, etc., are concerned, necessary arrangements will be made, as FM ma'am has already explained.
Last question, 156.
Sorry, you get the details in the press release.
156.
मैम, ये दाल का वही उसमें क्लेरिफिकेशन ये चाहिए था कि आपने बोला था कि दाल 1 किलो 3 महीने तक मिलेगी। ये पहले क्या मिलती थी, और अगर आप देंगे तो क्या ये फ्री दी जाएगी?
ये फ्री में दी जा रही है अभी। 1 किलो दाल उन रीजन में जो दाल चाहते हैं लोग वो, और वो मुफ्त में अगले 3 महीना, मतलब 1 महीना के लिए 1 kg दाल पर कार्ड, अगले 3 महीने के लिए मुफ्त में दाल दिया जाता है।